Rabbits' digestive systems are extremely delicate. They might quickly become ill and suffer from serious health problems if they eat an incorrect diet. Unfortunately, there are several prevalent rabbit misconceptions that steer individuals astray from a healthy diet. Some of this is due to poor marketing by firms attempting to promote rabbit food that is harmful to them. Other errors stem from outdated procedures that should be modified as a result of newer research. Rabbits should not consume any processed human meals or dairy products. Most seeds, nuts, and cereals, as well as plants from the onion and nightshade families, should also be avoided while feeding a rabbit. Avoid iceberg lettuce, as well as sweet fruits and vegetables such as carrots. There is a lot of false and conflicting information out there. When researching which foods to give your rabbit, you'll want to take into account their natural diet. Most of what a rabbit eats should be recognizable vegetables and dried grasses. Anything that deviates from these, except for a fortified brand of pellets, should be avoided in order to maintain your rabbit's long-term health. Unhealthy pellet mixes. Unfortunately, there are a lot of rabbit food mixes found in pet stores that are not actually healthy for rabbits. These pellet mixes will have lots of colorful, fruity pieces that make them look appetizing on the pet store shelf. However, the high sugar content and the added nuts and seeds are not good for a rabbit's digestion. Over time, these can lead to some serious health problems. It's also important to avoid any food meant for other animals. I've heard stories of people feeding cat food to their rabbits, which is not a good idea. Rabbits are herbivores and do not have the ability to digest meat-based cat food. You also want to avoid food that is made for other small animals. Rabbits have different nutritional needs than guinea pigs, rats, gerbils, and hamsters. Provide your rabbit with food that is specifically made for the health of a rabbit. Bad vegetables, potatoes, onions, and more. Because rabbits have a sensitive digestive system, all fruits and vegetables should be limited. However, there are some that should be avoided altogether because they are mildly poisonous or have a higher chance of causing severe digestive health problems. The most notable category that you want to avoid is anything in the onion family. This includes all types of onion, as well as garlic and scallions. The vegetables in this group are known to affect a rabbit's immune system, leaving them open to higher levels of illness or infection. Foods that are high in starch, such as potatoes and corn, are also best avoided. Excess carbohydrates can cause an imbalance in the rabbit's gut and put them at higher risk for digestive illness. For a similar reason, you want to avoid vegetables that have a high fat content, such as avocados and olives. This can easily cause a digestive upset and cause your rabbit to become ill. Avocados should also be avoided because it contains the chemical persin. This is highly toxic for rabbits and is especially concentrated in the skin and pit of the avocados. Tomato is a special note for this section because the fruit is actually safe for rabbits to eat in small amounts. However, the leaves and stems should be avoided because they are mildly toxic to rabbits. Fruits and vegetables that should not be fed to rabbits are artichoke, avocado, corn and corn husks, currants, dates, edamame, figs, garlic, green onions, hot peppers, kelp, leeks, olives, onions, potatoes, rhubarb, sweet potatoes, tomato leaves, cereal and processed grains. As a general rule, any kind of processed human food should be considered off limits for pet rabbits. A common culprit that I see popping up in forums and help groups is cereal. People will give their rabbits Cheerios as treats, thinking it's a healthy snack because it is grain-based. It's also not uncommon to see people giving their rabbits a slice of bread or toast to eat. The problem with these types of food is that they are not easily digested by rabbits. When foods are processed, they lose most of the nutritional value that rabbits can get out of them. You are left with a product that is mostly starch and sugar, two things that should not be a large part of a rabbit's diet. Anything that has been cooked or processed does not maintain nutrients and fiber in a way that will be useful to a rabbit's digestion, and may even cause harm. Store-bought rabbit treats. Even though pet store treats have a rabbit on the bag, most of the time these threats are far from healthy for rabbits. This includes everything from yogurt treats to sugar-dried fruit and mixes that contain a variety of nuts and legumes. Most treat mixes have colorful pieces with a high amount of added sugar in them. Others contain pieces that are not healthy for rabbits, including pieces of nuts, seeds, corn, and peas, all of which should be avoided for rabbits. The types of pet store treats that are actually okay to give to rabbits are the flavored baked hay treats. Baked hay treats have a high fiber content with only a little bit of sweet flavoring, making them much healthier for rabbits. You can also give your rabbit small portions of fresh or dried fruits and vegetables as treats instead of getting store-bought treats from a pet store. Iceberg lettuce. Lettuce is a surprise to many people. After all, rabbits are herbivores who get most of their nutrients from eating a variety of leafy greens. The problem with lettuce is that it contains high levels of a chemical known as lactucarium. If given consistently over time, this chemical can be bad for a rabbit's digestive system. It can potentially cause severe gastrointestinal complications. While you may find trace amounts of this chemical in other varieties of lettuce, iceberg lettuce has the highest amounts and should be completely avoided. Iceberg lettuce also has high water content and a low nutrient density. This means that rabbits gain very little nutritional value from eating this type of lettuce. They fill up on it and are not able to gain many nutrients in the process. This also means that the rabbit will no longer be hungry to eat hay, which is a much more essential part of their daily diet. While most types of leafy greens are safe for rabbits to eat, there are a few that are best avoided. Iceberg lettuce, jicama, potato and tomato tops, ragwort, rhubarb leaves, silver beet. Most nuts and seeds. Most types of nuts and seeds are also not good to feed rabbits. Nuts tend to have a high fat content, making them unhealthy for a rabbit's digestion, which requires more fiber. Seeds, on the other hand, can be mildly poisonous for rabbits. Any fruit or plant that contains trace levels of a chemical that is toxic to rabbits will typically have a more concentrated version of that chemical in the seeds. Apples, for example, are safe for rabbits to eat. However, apple seeds should be avoided because they have high levels of cyanide, which is toxic to rabbits. There are notable exceptions that are safe for rabbits to eat, including sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, but if you are ever unsure if a specific variety of seeds is safe for rabbits, then it's best to avoid them. Legumes. Legumes, including beans, lentils, and peas, should also be avoided. The foods in this group tend to have high levels of protein and carbohydrates while having low levels of fiber. In addition, many types of legumes, especially beans, have chemicals that can cause blood clotting and inhibit a rabbit's ability to absorb nutrients from its diet. The sprouts, leaves, and stems from legume plants, however, are generally safe for rabbits to eat. These do not have the densely packed proteins and compounds that are found in the legumes themselves. For this reason, bean sprouts and legume grasses are safe to feed rabbits. Alfalfa is a common example of this. Alfalfa is legume hay that is commonly found among the options and varieties of hay for rabbits. It has a higher calcium and protein content than typical grass-based hays and can lead to fast weight gain in rabbits. Dairy products. After they are weaned off of their mother when they are babies, rabbits lose the ability to digest any kind of dairy product. This includes any kind of cheese, milk, and even yogurt. Even though it's common to see characters in movies and books offering milk to a stray rabbit, this is not a correct or healthy way to feed rabbits. Instead, rabbits should be given water to drink. Daily fresh water is very important for keeping rabbits healthy and hydrated. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.